starting 11 for the Charlotte Eagles. Goalkeeper, number 1, Andrew Patton. Defender, number 12, Clay Dimmock. Defender, number 3, Curran Page. Defender, number 18, Langdon Roscoe. Defender, number 4, Douglas Oliviero. Midfielder, number 32, Aniko Lacheris. Midfielder, number 14, Todd Fittler. Midfielder, 23, Lucas Rosa. Midfielder, number 7, Patrick Seegers. Midfielder, number 11, Rafael Vegas. Forward, number 9, Chris Brown. The Eagles are head coached by Luke Helmuth. Their assistant coach is Daniel Malin. And now, the starting 11 for your South Georgia Tormenta FC. Goalkeeper, number 28, Pablo Hart. Defender, number 14, Connor Anthony. Defender, number 15, Joshua Phelps. Defender, number 18, Alan Chapman Page. Defender, number 9, Jerry St. Vic. Midfielder, 27, Tony Soler. Midfielder, number 10, Marco Michelet. Midfielder, number 8, Alvaro Archie. Forward, number 11, Mikey Rowe. Forward, number 7, Jordan Walshaw. And forward, number 21, Chad Marcy. Tormenta FC is head coach by John Miller-Racy. Assistant coaches are George Gonzalez, John Cox, and Kari Spencer. Tonight's head referees are Michael Terry. Assistant referees are James Franklin and Andres Velez Valencia. The fourth official tonight is William Franchuk. Fans, please stand if you're able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem and halftime show will be sung by the Few Good Men from Sylvania's First United Methodist Church.
It is a soccer Saturday night in Statesboro, Georgia, and we are ready for Tormenta FC football as they take on the Eagles out of Charlotte. Hello, everybody. Welcome inside the Multimedia Development Center at Georgia Southern University. I'm Drew Felios. Tormenta FC off to an unbeaten start through 9 PDL contests, trying to stay perfect here tonight. This should be a fun contest, but right now Tormenta is at the top of the standings in the Deep South Division. Let's take a look at those standings and show you where Tormenta stands as of right now. There you see, just above Mississippi, also SC United. Tormenta has taken care of them 3 times this year. Peachtree City, Tri-Cities, Birmingham, and Memphis as well. So Tormenta has separated themselves from the rest of the pack outside of Mississippi on their heels. Tormenta, if they continue to take care of business, they will be playing in the very first postseason here in Tormenta history. All right, should be an outstanding night of soccer. Let's take a look at the Tormenta starting 11 and some changes tonight for Tormenta FC and players in the starting lineup like Alvaro Arche. Also, Jerry Saintville will get a start in that back line. So Saintville, number 9, getting a chance to show what he can do. Callum Chapman-Page has been sensational. Had the goal the other night in that win over SC United. Connor Antley has been stellar all season. Pablo Jara is your goalkeeper here, as he has been all year long. There's the substitutions as well. Keep an eye on Neil Vinyals, who has been very productive this year. Michael Meekum, Ayo Sosu, usually in the starting lineup, comes off the bench tonight. Casadas, Zidro Martinez as well. And Yannick Eckenrode, number 12, made an impact the other night when he came in to the game in Savannah. Tormenta FC getting that victory 2-1 over SC United, their arch rivals. All right, there's the lineup for the Charlotte Eagles. Charlotte comes in 3-4-2. Their goalkeeper is Andrew Pannenberg. We're also going to be keeping an eye on number 7, Patrick Segrist. He is as good as they come in the PDL. Todd Fiddler as well, number 14. can play. Clay Dimmick has played every minute. He'll wear number 12 tonight. Doug Oliveira also has not come out at all for Charlotte this entire season. So it's Tormenta FC taking on Charlotte. The Eagles, the defending champions in the PDL, and Tormenta FC trying to make history. Here in 2018, it has already been just a season to remember for Tormenta FC. There you take a look at the home team tonight. Third season of PDL play for Tormenta, third season in existence. This season, 1-1 in Open Cup play, and then unbeaten through 9 PDL contests. Right now, Tormenta FC, one of 3 sides in the entire PDL that has not had a loss. There are 74 teams in this league across the country. So Tormenta making Statesboro proud, making all of South Georgia proud, in what has really been a memorable run. And hopefully it can continue after tonight. We're underway from Russell Park. Pitch as usual, looks beautiful. 85 degrees tonight at the start, but the humidity, you know how it is, summertime in South Georgia, feels like 95 out there on the pitch. Our first whistle and our first set piece coming up for Tormenta FC. Connor Antley wearing number 14 tonight. Callum Chapman-Page with it right now for Tormenta. This is the third match in 8 days for Tormenta FC. Certainly a very busy week. Played that home away from home contest on Wednesday in Savannah. And that one was against, of course, SC United. Tormenta FC with 3 victories over their arch rival, SC United, this year. That one coming 2-1, courtesy of a couple goals, one by Callum Chapman-Page, the other by Mikey Rowe. You have to wonder, with so many matches in so little time, how are the legs tonight? Josh Phelps touching for Tormenta. That's why we see the changes in the starting lineup. Several players going to get opportunities here tonight to show what they can do. How about that? Splitting of the 2 defenders by Connor Antley. Left-footed shot was deflected, and now Charlotte tries to clear it. Tormenta with a very good start. Able to keep it on the Eagles' half. Here's the guy who has been the orchestrator, Tony Soler. What a season he has had for Tormenta. Antley once more, one-on-one. Antley sends it inside the box. Mikey Rowe with it, trying to turn. And it's deflected off Curran Page. Page out of the College of Charleston in the 11 tonight for Charlotte. And the first corner kick of the match is coming up. Alvaro Arce, midfielder out of Spain, will be the outswinger for Tormenta. Had a goal in that Memphis match. Tormenta very dangerous off set pieces, especially Chapman-Page off those headers. This one sent far right, and it'll sail out of bounds. Be a goal kick coming up for the Charlotte Eagles. Had a chance to talk to Charlotte head coach Luke Helmuth before tonight's contest. Helmuth in his first year as head coach for the defending champions in the PDL. Said our key tonight, obviously we want to neutralize the attack for Tormenta. Got to score though. This Charlotte team has struggled scoring goals big time in the middle part of the season. And now as we go into the second half. Eagles can't collect this one as Bacchus watches it sail out of bounds. Tormenta will throw it in.
Every day, 3 o'clock in the morning. We will announce the Peter Pat lineup and immediately follow.
Now it's Mikey Rowe operating amongst a host of Eagles. Number 32, LaCheris, getting the nod also for Charlotte tonight. And player goes down for Tormenta. See, I believe it's Antley on the near side here. Connor Antley has been so productive for Tormenta after he replaced Nick Wells in the starting lineup. Antley getting up slowly. Not the best sign for Tormenta here in the 5th minute. Antley will tough it out though and try and stay on the pitch. So Tormenta 6-0 here at home this year at Irk Russell Park. This is the final regular season home contest before they go on the road for 3 road contests in a row. And that will conclude the regular season for Tormenta. Eagles now to toss it in. Phelps touches back. Pablo Jara, his first touch of the night. Jara getting another start for Tormenta tonight in goal. 6 goals conceded in 2018. 5 clean sheets out of those 8 Tormenta wins. Pannenberg now handles things for the Eagles. Charlotte coming off a draw to Tobacco Road on Wednesday. Again, wins have been really hard to come by for the Eagles as of late. Had a pretty solid start to the season. Then the offenses just fell flat. Hoping to reignite it here tonight. Clay Dimmick will throw it in on the far side. Here come the Eagles, and they got Tormenta on their heels a little bit. Jara's got to elevate and denies that shot. Very impressive attempt, though, by the Eagles. Charlotte trying to generate offense any way they can. That's a good way to do it. Lucas Rosa now, young man out of St. Francis with the corner kick. Outswinger. This one's going to be headed out. And Tormenta tries to play it the other way. Jad Arslan trying to chase it down. He is coming quick. Page going to send it back to Pannenberg. Tormenta, chance at a counter here. Walshaw approaching from the right side. And Tormenta's going to have a corner kick. One thing this Tormenta team can do, counter so quickly. Eagles now will get organized defensively. There, take a look at Andrew Pannenberg, goalkeeper out of Wake Forest. Tonight wearing the green jersey for the Charlotte Eagles. Looks like he's going to change his shoes. How about that? Didn't bring the right shoes. And in the 9th minute, Pannenberg is going to lace them up. And take a look at the pitch. And I think maybe he was expecting a little bit softer pitch tonight. It's certainly, I think, a rather fast pitch that Irk Russell, and perhaps making a cleat change necessary here. Scoreless here in the 9th minute, just underway. Tormenta FC, Charlotte Eagles. Alvaro Arche now will be the outswinger. Jad Arslan right next to him. Good crowd on hand tonight at Eric Russell Park. The fans have really turned out this year to watch this Tormenta team play. And you know who's also really taken notice? The local media. Always the case here in Statesboro, but the local media in Savannah also taking notice what this team is doing here in 2018. Here we go, Arche. Little air under this one. The ball is headed up. And it was a good try by Josh Phelps. The ball goes out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for Pannenberg and the Eagles. Now, really, this Tormenta team continuing to become a big story here in South Georgia, throughout the entire Southeast, and really the entire country taking notice. It's been really a dream year, 2018, for this young soccer franchise. You factor in the perfect start, also being named the very first team in USL D3. The fact that a new stadium is on the way, those plans announced earlier this year, factor everything in together. Almost like a dream come true. 2018, the year of Tormenta FC up to this point. Now Tormenta will control it. Tony Soler sends it to the opposite side. Jerry St. Phil with it now. St. Phil attacking. Lacheris over to Rosa. Charlotte has not possessed it much here in the first 11 minutes. Been mostly all Tormenta. Chapman Page now. Antley to Mikey Rowe. Rowe, it's on sides, we play on. Ball is crossed in into the hands of Pannenberg as his backline was there to help him out that time. Another good idea, though, for Tormenta FC. Phelps now will send it out of bounds. Right in front of that VIP section on the far side. If you have not had a chance to check out the VIP section during Tormenta games, certainly have to do it. Tremendous food. Just great vibe over there for sure. Here's Page now for Charlotte. Lacheris, center circle. Sends it down. And Hara will go over to pick it up and play it for Tormenta FC. Tormenta with 25 points up top the Deep South Division. Now it's Alvaro Arche. Tormenta very methodical here. Tony Soler tries to switch fields with it. Pass just didn't get there. Connor Antley couldn't collect, and it'll be a throw in now for the Eagles. Talked about some of the better players for Charlotte this year. Doug Oliveira, Clay Dimmick, both of them not come out of a game this season. Patrick Segrist, one of the top scorers. Todd Fiddler as well. This one misplayed, and now Charlotte perhaps with an opportunity. Good slide there, though, and Tormenta able to get it back. Arche with Mikey Rowe. Now pushing for Tormenta. Jerry St. Phil comes to help out. Marco Micheletto continues to be a factor for Tormenta FC. He's got it right now. Connor Antley. Charlotte defense well organized. Soler, middle of the field. And now it's Chapman Page. Here's Antley. Antley beating the defender. Inside the 18, the cross is in. It's picked up, though, by Pannenberg. Great idea by Connor Antley, and he is showing early in this match he can beat that defender on the right side. Segrist. Segrist will put a little air on this one. Pablo Haro takes care of it easily. Tormenta FC continuing to try and close in on their first ever postseason. Looking pretty good right now with those 25 points. If you want a magic number for points, and by that I mean no matter what Mississippi does, if Tormenta can do this, they'll play in the postseason. Right now that magic number is 9 points here through the next 4 games. 3 points tonight would certainly be huge here at home. That 9 points means at least 3 wins out of the next 4. And that's if Mississippi stays perfect. Now Tormenta with Antley once again, but effective from that spot. Connor, little give and go action. Right back, Tormenta with really, really good idea. Rowe couldn't bring it in. Tormenta keeps pressing. Lacheris tries to send it across the pitch. And now St. Phil disrupting. Really good pace from Tormenta FC. Micheletto gets it right back. Tormenta nearly able to get through that back line. You're seeing right now the big reason why Tormenta is unbeaten. They are controlling the flow, the tempo, outpossessing the Eagles, and making some pretty good chances here in the first half. Here's St. Phil. Arche tries to send it in. Mikey Rowe onside. Tries to cross one. May get another attempt. Instead, sends it out to Antley. Arche with 2 on him. Shoots! Oh, the ball rockets off the bleachers. Alvaro Arche with the left-footed blast. Tormenta again threatening, but still scoreless here in the 18th minute. Well, thank you so much for watching tonight, Tormenta TV. I'm Drew Felios, play-by-play broadcaster for Tormenta FC. Having a blast here in Statesboro as Tormenta wraps up their regular season at Irk Russell Park. Still 3 more matches away from home to conclude the regular season. But this is the last home regular season match of 2018. So you just have to hope that Tormenta can take care of business on the road and make their way back here to Irk Russell in 3 weeks. Charlotte Eagles need a good possession here. Ball will get away. Tormenta will now throw it in at the top of your screen. Callum Chapman-Page over to Antley. Connor Antley. Been dangerous here tonight. Tried to split 3 defenders and lost at the last moment. Tony Soler calmly sends it back. Tormenta will build from the back once again. Tormenta FC in the dark uniform. Charlotte in the dark orange. Tony Soler sends it to Callum Chapman-Page. Here comes Callum. Over to Antley. Chad Arslan. Little quiet here so far. Not anymore. Arslan. Ball gets deflected out. Corner kick coming up for the home team. Four goals on the season for Chad Arslan. Having another great year. One of the original Tormenta members. Alvaro Arce now with a corner kick. Tony Soler. Good trajectory on this one, and there's Pannenberg to steal it out of the air. Oh, good job by St. Phil to knock it straight back to his teammates. Just like that, Tormenta applying pressure again. They will not give the Eagles a break here thus far. Antley with the cross. I was trying to get it to Mikey Rowe. Tormenta will collect though on the far side with Marco Micheletto. First foul that we've seen here tonight. Alvaro Arce. Don't believe he's going to get disciplined here. No yellow card. Just a little talking to. Now you can certainly feel the heat and the humidity down on the pitch. Imagine we're going to see several substitutes here tonight. Keep in mind, both of these teams did compete on Wednesday. So you're going to have some heavy legs as we head towards the second half. How about that match, though, on Wednesday night at Calvary Day School? It was on a very narrow field. The ball was just flying around the pitch. It was also on that artificial surface. Felt like an indoor game through many parts of it. Tormenta able to get that 2-1 victory. Patrick Segrist now trying to make something happen for Charlotte, and that's just a great job by Antley, taking it away. Chad Arslan pokes it back. Tormenta can work one more time. Take a look at the international flags on the far side. Tormenta match is certainly an experience here in Statesboro. Jordan Walshaw lost it that time, and now here's Vakis. Tormenta continues to press, and it's going to be Soler coming up colliding with Lacheris. Not much offense here so far for the visiting team. It's been all Tormenta. Tony Soler tries to sneak one in. Chad Arslan to play it. Arslan lets it go out of bounds now. Tormenta will have a corner kick. Tormenta really piling up the corner kicks thus far.
Make some noise for the nose corner kick for Tormenta FC.
So Mikey Rowe trots over. He'll be the in-swinger here. Keep an eye on Callum Chapman-Page, number 18. So dangerous. Got a couple headers on set pieces this season. Instead, it's going to be Soler. Straight ahead with a blast. Micheletto chases it down. Marco Micheletto. Ball was cut off as it got to the 18. And now it's a good win by Antley. Oh, Connor Antley just on fire here so far. Number 14 showing out for Tormenta FC. St. Phil. Tony Soler left-footed. Over to Antley. Antley just having fun on that right side. Well, 1-2. And couldn't get it back.
Please look under your seat. Pita Pit gift cards have been scattered throughout the stadium.
Oh, careless error by the Eagles. Tormenta will have a corner kick. It's going to be Alvaro Arce, young man out of Spain. Alvaro was injured in that nasty tackle last week. This one has a chance. Tormenta can't get it in the goal. Josh Phelps trying to elevate. Callum Chapman-Page was right there with him. Another corner kick, though, coming up for the home team.
Fans, make some more noise for another Tormenta FC corner kick presented by Mo.
Talked about Alvaro Arce. That was tackled last Saturday night, a week from tonight. Good to see him back, playing well. Micheletto tries to sneak it through. And how about one more corner kick for Tormenta? Charlotte really being put on the spot here in the first half.
Another corner kick for Tormenta FC.
Alvaro Arce sent this one low. Tony Soler. Soler slowly approaches, lets it go, and that one sails over the crossbar. Remember Tony Soler. He scored on that 30-yard blast a week ago. Certainly capable. Shooting outside the 18. Now Charlotte tries to get something working. Here's Fiddler. Fiddler tries to send one in. Wanting a handball, and it will be a handball on Tormenta. Let's see, was he inside the 18? I believe he was. Jerry St. Phil pleading his case. And it looks like they're going to place this one right outside the 18. Tormenta going to get lucky here. There was the handball. Eagles wanting a PK here. Not going to get it. Instead, they're going to get it in a really, really good spot. Tormenta put on notice here. First true sign of danger. Pablo Jara getting organized. Here it comes. And this one just skirts across the 6, and no damage done. Now it's Dimmick. Albert Arche attacking now for Tormenta FC. Tormenta's got some numbers here. Marco Micheletto. Got Rosa on him. He'll slow things up. '30th minute here in Statesboro. Drew Felios with you here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Tormenta and the dark uniforms. Charlotte and the visiting dark orange. Tormenta now possessing. Micheletto. Marco Micheletto tries to turn around. And that's some pretty good action here over the last few minutes. Tormenta FC will slow things down. Singfield and Phelps resetting things. So the best chance for the Eagles. Ball was placed just outside the 18. I mean about an inch away. And I think they had a pretty good case for wanting a penalty kick in that situation. Pannenberg comes down with it. Kept in nicely. Now Vacas resets for Charlotte. Page with a touch as well. The College of Charleston. Lucas Rosa out of St. Francis. Tony Soler just surveys the field, doing what he does best. Look at this entire Tormenta roster. Had some great performances this year, but I think if you were to pick a most valuable player, probably be number 27 with the ball, Tony Soler. Chapman Page over to Antley. Josh Phelps over to Saintville. Jerry Saintville plays for Palm Beach Atlantic. So does Callum Chapman Page. Both of them touching on this possession. Antley beat the defender right there in that spot several times tonight. Can't do it this time, and you see now really getting physical with him. Flag is going to go up. Tormenta will have a set piece. Hanley tried to play a little bit too fast that time. Got to wait the go-ahead from the official. Scoreless through 33 minutes at Eric Russell Park. Been a good match so far. Tormenta FC taking on the defending champions of the PDL, the Charlotte Eagles. Tony Soler, so dangerous with that left foot. On top of this one, dangerous ball. Headed up this time. Out to Arche. Jad Arslan sends it down. Pannenberg came out. The goal is open right now if Tormenta can send it in there. Arche shoots at the feet and deflected. Tormenta trying to keep it in, and it's going to be Eagles ball. Another great effort by Tormenta FC. Hats off, though, to the Charlotte Eagles, scrambling that time defensively to keep the home team off the board. Good chance, though, there with Pannenberg not in the goal. Tormenta just could not fully square one up. Eagles now working quickly. Don Fiddler, this guy can play. Number 14. And Marco Micheletto was on his knees that time. I believe that was a handball. Micheletto was pleading his case to the official. Ball just came up, struck him on the hand. It's like he didn't even realize it. There's one more look. Watch, he's on his knees, and then right there, ball came back to him. And looked like that was the call. So Rosa on top of it for Charlotte. This ball curling, and Pablo Jara able to keep it out. Pablo Jara, not very tall, but man is he quick. In goal for Tormenta FC. Lucas Rosa now to set things up for the Eagles. They've had more corner kicks in this first half than we've seen in any Tormenta game this season. Tormenta on guard once again. This ball's going to be sent over everybody, and it'll be a goal kick. So Charlotte, a team that is struggling coming into tonight, 3-4-2. Tormenta unbeaten, 8-0-1. You can kind of sense how much this game means to the Charlotte Eagles, because they are still the defending champion in this league, even though so many different faces on this roster that were in 2017, that memorable year. Still, you're the champion till somebody beats you, denies you of a postseason spot. Tormenta's been the talk of the Deep South Division this year. Win for Charlotte would mean 3 points, but a little bit more here tonight. I think they're playing for some pride. Eagles attacking again. Fiddler. Chapman Page clears it. Eagles starting to turn the momentum just a bit. Curran Page now. Sends it back to Lucas Rosa. Good possession for Charlotte. Lacheris went right down the middle with it. Look out. Here's the shot, and it's a goal for the Eagles. Rafael Vacas has struck in the 38th minute. Beautiful pass and a clinical finish. Let's take one more look. Asking if we can perhaps see that gorgeous look again, and right there. It was Rafael Vacas out of Marshalltown ringing it up for the Charlotte Eagles. So Tormenta goal down. And I'll tell you what, Tormenta's not trailed many times this year at home. Played so well here. So a little bit of a different position for Tormenta FC right now to be in. And they have controlled the tempo for most of this first half. But they trail 1-0 here in the 39th minute. Mikey Rowe trying to attack the other way. Trying to cross one. Eagles in place. Tormenta trying to answer here before intermission. Walshaw tried to flick it right. Eagles right on top of it. This Charlotte team, they were warming up before the match. They had their game faces on. This certainly looked like a team ready to take care of business here tonight. Soler sends it wide. St. Phil plays it to Archette. Connor Antley. Antley tries to send it up, and it's right into the hands of Pannenberg again. Charlotte very disciplined on defense. Sitting back nicely here in this first half. Now race to the far side. It's Fiddler. Right with Josh Phelps. Corner kick coming up. Goal by Rafael Vacas. The difference right now. Charlotte Eagles 1-0 lead on Tormenta FC. Trying to deal Tormenta their first setback in PDL play of 2018. Lucas Rosa. This one hooking. Tormenta playing it nicely. Whistle blows. Tony Soler will reset for Tormenta FC. Invite you to stay with us at halftime as we continue our player profiles. It's been fun showing you those features this year at halftime. A couple players we have on deck for you today. Ayo Sosu and Michael Meekum. We'll meet those two up close. Also have our halftime interviews with our coaches, courtesy of Stephanie down on the field. That's all coming up at the half. Tormenta threatening now. Jad Arslan. That run is broken up. Nice save by Josh Phelps. Tormenta trying to figure out this defensive alignment from Charlotte. Jad Arslan sends this one hard, and it sails over the crossbar. I believe it was way left as well. New coming in, this would be a tough contest for Tormenta, and it certainly has been just that. Felt like the Eagles were sort of playing a little bit of rope-a-dope there in the first half. Tormenta just dominating pace of play and the action through the first, say, 35 minutes or so, and then Eagles strike very quickly as Rafael Vacas gets him on the board. That's where we stand right now, 1-0. Marco Micheletto holding it. Now Jerry St. Phil doing the same. Send this down quickly. Tormenta with Mikey Rowe. Rowe. Did he force a corner kick? Yes, he did. Let's see if Tormenta can make something happen off a set piece. Crowd starting to get behind their team here in the 44th minute. Keep an eye on 18, Callum Chapman-Page. There he is. Phelps got a foot on it, but just to the right of the goal. Those two options, though, Josh Phelps or Callum Chapman-Page, both of those guys have pretty good height advantages down there in the trenches. There's Josh Phelps, second year as a Tormenta member, coming over from the Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors. This is a guy, too, that I would not be surprised to see him on the roster next year for Tormenta's USL D3 team, which starts play in 2019. As soon as we get an idea on extra time, we'll give that to you. As regulation here in the first half about to expire. Callum Chapman-Page, nice pass. Alvaro Arce and Tormenta approaching. Walshaw puts it up in the air. The ball is real loose, and Tormenta just could not get to it. Another really good chance, though. Tony Soler. 2 minutes of stoppage time. About 30 seconds into that 2 minutes here. Callum Chapman-Page and Tormenta trying to rally for a late goal here in the first half. Jordan Walshaw. Walshaw trying to send one in. And it's going to be a foul. It'll be on Tormenta FC. So Charlotte, again, will try and slow things down, get into halftime. In a great position, up 1-0 off the team that has been the darling of the PDL this year, Tormenta FC. Andrew Pannenberg, tremendous in goal in this half for Charlotte. Oh, looked like a takedown there. Play on. Now I believe the call comes a little bit late. Mike Rowe and Tormenta with a set piece here to end the first half. This is likely to be the last opportunity for Tormenta FC before heading into halftime. This ball, oh, that was a really good one. St. Phil elevated, just could not get the right trajectory on it. That'll do it for the first half. So Tormenta FC, they lead in chances, they lead in corner kicks. They dominate most of the pace of play. But they're going to head to the locker room trailing 1-0. Charlotte Eagles get a goal by Rafael Vacas, and it was a quick striker for the defending champions in the PDL. And Tormenta in a situation that they have not been in so far this year. Down at halftime at home. So both teams here will trot off. We hope to get a word from Tormenta head coach John Milleracey. As Coach Milleracey with Jorge Gonzalez and John Cott, also Kari Sveinson, who works with Tormenta as the strength coach. So much more to come here from Irk Russell Park. Tormenta FC trailing 1-0 to the Charlotte Eagles. Stay tuned. We got much more coming your way in just a moment.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Surgery Center, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation by calling 912-629-3560. Experience the Optum difference.
Whatever you do, we do internets. Right now, you can get speeds up to 100 megs. Internet packages starting as low as $29.99 a month. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com today.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
I'm here with John Milarisi, head coach for Tormenta FC. So your team has been very aggressive today and they've had a lot of good opportunities. So how do you feel your team has been playing so far in this first half?
I would disagree a little bit. I don't think we've been aggressive enough. I think we've been slow to close the ball down. I think we've been a little complacent moving the ball quickly. I think we were rightfully to concede a goal because I think we were defending them pretty well. Charlotte's come in with a good game plan, and we're going to have to solve some problems. We're in some trouble.
Okay, so what adjustments do you have in order to improve on the field out tonight during halftime?
We're going to make a couple changes roster-wise. We're going to move some guys around, and I think we've got to get in the gaps. I think we're too content trying to play around the edges. I think we've got to get in the pockets and get on the ball and create good chances.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thanks.
All right, thank you so much, Stephanie. Also, Coach Milarisi, Tormenta FC, trailing 1-0 at halftime to the Charlotte Eagles. We welcome you back, everybody, to Tormenta TV on this soccer Saturday night from Statesboro as Tormenta FC in a position they've not been in so far this year. Trailing at halftime, it's going to be interesting to see how they respond in the second half. Okay, more coming your way later with halftime highlights as well. We'll also have our pieces coming up as we have our player profile pieces coming your way. And you know what? We're going to get to one right now. Get to meet so many different players throughout the year. Now it's time to meet a Tormenta original. We introduce you to Mr. Ayo Sosu.
My name is Ayo Sosu. Play left back, and I've been playing soccer since I was about 5 years old. I grew up in Lomé, Togo. That's where I started playing. I moved here when I was about 11. I played college soccer at Virginia Military Institute. And then after college, I went and played in Finland for about a year and a half. Then I played with Rochester Rhinos, and then I ended up here in 2016. This is my third season here, and I've kind of seen it all. The first year, the guys were great. Last year, the guys were great. This year, the guys are even better. I think that everybody has the same mindset. I'm not saying the past 2 years we haven't had the same mindset, but obviously, as you guys know, we're going D3 next year, and everybody here is trying to get a contract, and we all have the same goal. It's just do really well this season, and hopefully get a contract for next season. We won games, but I feel like at the beginning of the season we're kind of grinding out results. But now we're playing extremely well. For example, last game we completely dominated the game, and I think we're only getting better and better. Guys that we have on the team this year are a great group of guys, and it's just I think we're finally connecting and playing the right way. An individual goal for me is just to continue to play well. I think I've had a slow start compared to the past 2 years. But again, I'm also one of the older ones on the team, and I don't play throughout the year like everybody else, so it takes me a long time to for me to get into my groove. But I just to continue to play well and just kind of help my team get results. As a team goal, like I just mentioned, we definitely want to. If we can go undefeated, that'd be fantastic. But we just got to take it one game at a time. But team goal is just to win the championship.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Surgery Center, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation by calling 912-629-3560. Experience the Optum difference.
Whatever you do, we do internets. Right now, you can get speeds up to 100 megs. Internet packages starting as low as $29.99 a month. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com today.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Welcome back here on campus at Georgia Southern University. I'm Drew Felios. Tormenta FC trailing 1-0 at the half to the PDL defending champion Charlotte Eagles. Okay, we had a chance to meet Ayo Sosu before the break. Now we're going to have a chance to go back and look at some of the first half highlights. Tormenta FC with chance after chance, corner kick after corner kick. Charlotte, meanwhile, very organized, just sort of sitting back and waiting for their right opportunity. Connor Antley was stellar in the first 25 minutes, continuing to get by the defense and make things happen. Pablo Jara on guard there, faces a tremendous shot and denies it. There's Antley again making a play. Tony Soler coming up to put this one in a really good spot. Andrew Pannenberg has been outstanding for the Eagles. Tormenta continuing to press. Soler called for the foul there. Tony Soler with that lethal left foot sends one over the goal here. Connor Antley gets a little physical, ends up in a Tormenta set piece. Alvaro Arce as well with a nice shot, and it was inside the 18, the 6 rather. Callum Chapman-Page making it happen. Jara again. This was the goal, though. Look at this. Just perfectly done. Rafael Vacas with the blast, and he gets Charlotte on the scoreboard. Tormenta trying to create chances as the first half wound down, and they did, but just got to finish up that final third and polish it up a little bit better if they are to pull level here in this contest. So Tormenta FC trailing 1-0 after one half of play. Tormenta again unbeaten on the season. They are 6-0 here at home. Want to try and stay perfect, but right now just trying to get at least a goal to pull level with the Charlotte Eagles. Okay, as we await our head coach for the Eagles, Luke Helmuth, here in the second half before we begin. Definitely going to meet him. We're also going to meet another Tormenta player. I love these player profile features. And now, how about Mr. Michael Meekum?
My name's Michael Meekum. I play center back, but I played right back as well. Started playing probably when I was like 2 or 3 years old. I played kindergarten soccer. My parents never played or anything, just kind of had a drawing to it. From there, I played for a small club in Blacksburg, Virginia. It was tough for me to get seen by colleges because it's a smaller club, but I eventually made my way to UNC Wilmington in North Carolina. Played 4 years there. From there, I signed a professional contract for a USL team, Wilmington Hammerheads. Got to see a lot of games, got really good experience, played in the Open Cup, played against an MLS team. after that, I was on trial a few places. I actually tore my ACL a little over a year ago. It's been the last year just recovering. Luckily, I got a call from John, the head coach, and he wanted to bring me in, so I've been here ever since, and I'm really happy that I am here. I've never really spent a lot of time in Georgia, so this is really my first time down here. It kind of reminds me of where I grew up in Blacksburg, just small town feel. People are really genuine, really nice. Everybody seems to look out for other people, and it's really cool. The game day setup over at Georgia Southern is awesome, and I think it attracts a lot of fans. And I think our core group of fan base is really strong and really passionate, and they care about us a lot, whether we win or lose. This facility here and the way they feed us and the way they house us and take care of us is basically the same as a professional team. You know, everybody comes in here and they're all from different backgrounds, so we've been able to really groove and kind of buy into that idea that this is a professional team. Now we're putting ourselves in a good position to push into the playoffs. That's our goal. We want to win a championship, but I think it's important that we focus on one game at a time.
I'm Stephanie Matzel, and I'm here with Luke Helmuth, the head coach for Charlotte Eagles. So can you just tell me your thoughts on the first half of the game? You guys are winning, so please explain how you feel about that.
Yeah, we're obviously excited. It's the first goal we scored in open play in like 6 games, so we're thrilled about that. Thought the group did well. Thought they played really collectively and as a unit, so we're pretty pleased with the first half.
Okay, so is there anything you guys discussed during halftime that will help keep the guys' momentum going during the second half?
Sure. So we just continue to talk about how to grind, how to play together, how to be committed to what we want to do as a team, and then seeing if we can continue to play out and break them down and find ways to hit them on the counter. So
okay. Great. Good. Thank you so much. You guys, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Stephanie. Stephanie Matzel doing a great job as usual here at Russell Park tonight. And the score once again 1-0 as the Charlotte Eagles, defending champions in the PDL, lead Tormenta FC. Remember, Tormenta FC has not lost it all this season. They're 8-0-1, trying to stay unbeaten. A tough task against the defending champs. Also want to get you up to date on one other score around the league, as the SC United Bantams right now winning 2-0 over Mississippi. Remember, Mississippi's that team right underneath Tormenta FC. So if Mississippi loses tonight, if Tormenta were not to come up on the winning end tonight, Mississippi lost as well, then that means that Tormenta would not lose any ground. There you take a look at those standings. If Tormenta does in fact lose tonight again, Mississippi loses as well. Really no harm done in terms of that Deep South division. Still want to get this game if you're Tormenta FC, but definitely would help if Mississippi went down as well. Okay, before I proceed any further, remember, this is the final regular season contest for Tormenta FC. We hope to see you back in the postseason, because if we do, we'll have the telecast and the PDL playoffs right here for you on Tormenta TV. Also want to thank this tremendous staff and crew at the Georgia Southern Multimedia Development Center. All of our fine folks tonight in the control room and on the field, working the cameras, doing all the hard work here tonight and throughout the day. A tremendous job that they have done all season long, and they are going to kill it on Georgia Southern football, Georgia Southern fall sports as well moving forward. Right now, though, it's all about the PDL, and Tormenta FC trailing 1-0 to the Charlotte Eagles. That goal in the first half by Rafael Vacas. He got it by Pablo Jara. Charlotte got outpossessed. Tormenta with more corner kicks, more possession time, really dictated the pace of play. But those Charlotte Eagles, they were able to get that one opportunity that they needed. Let's see what happens here in the second half. Let's go back to the pitch at Russell Park. The sun is set. It's cooled off just a little bit here on the pitch, but still a little bit of a sticky day here in South Georgia. Tormenta FC in the dark uniforms. They'll move from right to left here in this half. Charlotte, that dark orange, moving from left to right. Both teams coming off Wednesday night performances, so you knew that Fatigue would be a little bit of a factor here. Several players getting a chance to shine off the bench here tonight. Andrew Pannenberg. Several saves in the first half for the Eagles. Jerry St. Phil now will throw it in for Tormenta. Tormenta trailing here, 1-0. Also Mississippi trailing in the second half to SC United, 2-0. Tony Soler sends it now to Jerry St. Phil. St. Phil with a good ball played to Marco Micheletto, and he can't save it. Good crowd on here, on hand tonight at Eric Russell Park for the regular season finale. Charlotte trying to spoil it. Walshaw comes up. Tormenta pressing just a little bit. Tormenta stepping it up defensively. See if they can speed this game up. Get Charlotte to play a little faster. Foul going to be called. And a player down for Tormenta. And that was Connor Antley, who went down hard. Now, if you'll remember, a couple years ago, Tormenta was playing the best soccer that they had played in their inaugural season. It was the end of the year, and Charlotte came in and spoiled the regular season finale then, trying to do the same here tonight. That was a Tormenta team coached by Ben Freakley. Marco Micheletto, a little frustrated tonight at the officiating. Marco has not fully been himself up to this point, as he trots back down to the other end. Micheletto again, a little frustrated, having a talking to with the officials. Jerry St. Phil. St. Phil right on that Tormenta logo. Slowly approaching. And that was just a miscommunication. Not well played that time. Mikey Rowe went one way, the ball went the other. Charlotte trying to counter, look out. Tormenta wanted an offside's not going to get it. And now here comes the cross. A little bit too far behind. Ball's got a little bit of air under it. Falls right at the feet now, Jordan Walshaw. Walshaw turns around and attacks. Right through the teeth of the Charlotte defense. Marco Micheletto now. Ball deflected off him. That was kind of a funny one that time. It went off the defender, then back off Marco and out of bounds. So no corner kick coming this time. See those bleachers on that left end all filled up, all wanting a goal. Tormenta trying to get into the scoring column for the first time tonight. Josh Phelps now to Jerry St. Phil. St. Phil plays it back. Callum Chapman-Page, Connor Antley. One of the biggest game plans tonight for Tormenta was sustain as much possession in front of the opposing goal as possible. They have done that. Just haven't been able to get that final third rolling as Clay Dimmick takes it away for the Eagles. Charlotte just not making a lot of mistakes tonight, not leaving themselves open. Really keeping everything from Tormenta in front of them. Rosa. This ball will skate away. Tormenta will throw it in. Good hearing from Coach John Milleracey at halftime. Remember, a week ago today, Coach Milleracey was in a South Carolina hospital being treated for a rare form of vasculitis. What a week he's had. Eventually has gotten healthy. Tony Soler. Tormenta a little frustrated right now offensively. And interesting to see who the substitutes are coming up for Tormenta FC. Statesboro, Georgia, the site tonight. Irk Russell Park on Tormenta TV. I'm Drew Felios. 1-0 is your score. Charlotte Eagles with the lead. Tormenta trying to pull level. Now it's Tony Soler's turn. Soler trying to find an opening. There's the shot. Oh, great save by Pannenberg. That's the best shot Tormenta's had in this second half, but Andrew Pannenberg was right with it. Charlotte Eagles content to let Tormenta possess here. Got to figure, though, at some point, Tormenta FC is going to find an opening. Alohara to Soler, and now here comes some pressure. Hara got caught out at goal. Tormenta's going to lose this one out of bounds, and that's a little careless. Hara probably should have picked that one up. And it looks like we're going to get a substitute in for Tormenta FC as Nil Vinyals comes on to see his first action. Nil Vinyals had a goal a week ago against Birmingham. And has really had a great year playing in the midfield. In fact, he was our Powerade player of the match on Wednesday. That win over SC United. Nils had probably his best week of the season. See if he can stay hot here. Oh, that was nearly a goal. Eagles were asking for it that time, thinking it was over the line. Tormenta lucky they don't concede there. And now Alvaro Arce. Jad Arslan couldn't get it. Arce gets it back. Arslan waiting. Arce wanting the hole. Looked like he had a good case there. Grabbed by the back of the shirt. Didn't get the call. As the minutes continue to tick off the clock, you can just sense Tormenta get a little frustrated here. Connor Antley able to win this one. Antley has been the player of the match for Tormenta FC. Jad Arslan trying to make something happen. Official there to call the foul. Player down for Charlotte on the opposite side. Didn't see what happened there, but he'll get attended to here during the break. Our player is down. Want to remind you that immediately following this telecast, sure and go over to Facebook, Tormenta's Facebook page and Facebook Live for the post-game show as we pick our Powerade player of the match. Also get a chance to talk to Coach John Milleracey. It looks like number 11, Rafael Vacas, the player who scored the goal for the Eagles, was the one shaken up. Vacas, the forward out of Marshalltown. Out of the game right now. Tormenta plays this one on the ground. Eagles trying to counter the other way. Tormenta scrambling to get back. Todd Fiddler. Fiddler very crafty with it. Straight on. Shot from the top of the 18, about 10 yards out. It sails over everybody. Pablo Jara conceding his 7th goal in the first half. Out of Wingate University, first year with Tormenta FC. Jerry St. Phil now. Ball off the chest of Clay Dimmick. Tormenta will play this one from the corner. Alvaro Arce will do the honors for Tormenta. Tormenta's had one good chance so far this second half. Crowd wants another. Arce sends this one on, and it gets headed out. Tormenta will reset things. Marco Micheletto with the blast. Ball gets through, and it's a goal! Callum Chapman-Page and Tormenta FC on the board, finally. Callum Chapman-Page has scored again. Well, he has become such an offensive weapon. Looked like Mikey Rowe may have gotten a touch as well. Looked like he had the assist. How about Tormenta FC pulling level, one apiece in the 59th minute. Took nearly 60 minutes. Finally a goal for Tormenta FC. As Rowe goes down. Let's take a look at it one more time. There's the alignment onside, and it was Mikey Rowe who got a touch and the assist for Callum Chapman-Page. Just great work by our camera crew on the field. And Arslan now attacking for Tormenta. Much needed boost for the home team. No Vinyals. Now goes the opposite way. Oh, Rowe gets ahead of everybody. The ball inside the 6, and let's see, it looks like it was out of bounds. Oh, Mikey Rowe making everybody hold their breath here at Irk Russell. Crowd now energizing the home team. Right behind Andrew Pannenberg. Tormenta rallying here in the second half. It's going to be a wild ride the rest of the way. Charlotte with a goal. First half, Rafael Vacas getting it done. Second half, Callum Chapman-Page with the answer. Just can sense, though, offensively, I think after putting Neil Vinyals in the game, Tormenta's just sort of a different team when he's in there. Coach John Milleresi with the substitution, and looks like it has paid off here early. Ayososu in the match right now, wearing number 44. Level at 1 in Statesboro. Charlotte Eagles and Tormenta FC. Tormenta pressing now. Trying to keep this one alive. Eagles able to win back possession and now start to build themselves. Really good match tonight. Two teams going at each other. Charlotte realizing had a lot of bumps in their season so far, but how much a win tonight here in Statesboro would go in terms of their psyche. Would pull them back to 500. They'd be 4-4-2. Hara will scoop this one up for the home team. But anytime you're that team that knocks off the team that hasn't lost yet this year, it's definitely a brownie point moving forward. So even if Charlotte did make the postseason, they could say, yeah, but we beat Tormenta in Statesboro when they were undefeated. Certainly be a huge milestone this year. Eagles now working well. Fiddler. Chad Arslan can't collect for Tormenta. Now Fiddler again. Fiddler and Rosa making it work for the Eagles. Langdon Roscoe wears number 18. Eagles now just working very slowly, taking some time off the clock. It's exactly what they did in the first half, resulted in that first goal that they scored. Side to side to side, and then attacked really quickly. And what a shot by Rafael Vacas to get the Eagles on the board. Here's that same play one more time, and this is Chris Brennan. Tormenta takes care of it this time, though. Vinyals ahead to Jad Arslan. Arslan has got crazy speed. Jad Arslan tackled. And we play on. Not going to get the call here. Tony Soler collects. Ayososu, number 44. We saw the profile on him at halftime. Talked about how he started slow this year, but what it's been like to be a part of a team having this kind of year. Antley, tough work. Tormenta trying to stay with it. Chapman-Page trying to send one in. Great effort. Corner kick coming up. So it's probably going to be Alvaro Arce or Tony Soler taking care of this one from the corner. right in front of that VIP section. Take a look at Soler. VIP party was happening tonight before the match. Tony Soler out of Spain. Tony Soler had a set piece. Perfect ball delivered to Callum Chapman-Page on Wednesday night. Can he duplicate that here? Here it comes. This ball's low. Eagles able to knock it out. Neil Vinyals. Back to Soler. Tormenta inside the 18, asking for a handball, and we play on. Vinyals, the shot, and a goal! Neil Vinyals has given Tormenta the lead with the magic touch. That is the shot of the year from Neil Vinyals. Far post. And right in the corner. Just underneath the crossbar. And this crowd at Irk Russell Park is going crazy. Neil Vinyals. Just tremendous. Let's take a look at that goal one more time. You can watch this forever. Just bam. Andrew Pannenberg could do nothing. Absolute perfect placement. And the best goal that we've seen all year from Tormenta FC. Neil Vinyals is giving Tormenta the lead for the first time. How about 2 goals in the second half by Tormenta FC? They were trailing 1-0 at halftime. And now it's 2-1. Still have plenty of soccer to go, though. 68th minute. Irk Russell Park in Statesboro. Drew Felios with you tonight. Charlotte Eagles playing well, but they have just conceded for the second time. And Tormenta with a head of steam at the moment. Marco Micheletto now into the 18. Jad Arslan approaching. He gets taken down. Tormenta trying to square one up. And the ball will skate out. Let's see, this should be a corner kick for Tormenta, will be. Mikey Rowe now places it in the corner. Mikey Rowe's got goals in the last 2 games for Tormenta. He's got an assist tonight. Tony Soler just lets it rip. Vinyals goes back to it. Antley. Connor Antley plays it right. Marco Micheletto. Tormenta not giving up on this ball. And now Tormenta continuing to possess. And let's see how Charlotte responds the rest of the way. They've been pretty content sitting back most of the night. But if they want to at least get a point here, they're going to have to press a little more and attack a little more. Josh Phelps and Callum Chapman-Page. Ball sent to Connor Antley. Tormenta now taking their time. Neil Vinyals with Tony Soler. Soler. And now Sosu. Connor Antley, right side. Antley, a little bit of fancy footwork. That's a good ball. Tormenta inside the 6. Trying to power one in. Oh, sent out. Clay Dimmick on the ground for Charlotte. Made a tremendous defensive play. Otherwise, it's 3-1. Arche had it right there, and Dimmick with that tackle denies Tormenta a third goal. Tormenta asking for a handball there. Todd Fiddler plays on. Certainly been an entertaining match here tonight. Final regular season home game for Tormenta. Got 3 games on the road after this one. They'll head to Birmingham on July 5th, Mississippi on July 7th, a couple days later, and then Tri-Cities on July 15th. Marco Micheletto and Tormenta FC. Inside the 18, shot taken. Pannenberg knocks it down. Chris Brennan trying to get it back to his teammates. At the moment, Tormenta just a little bit quicker to the ball. That's a hold. Arche knows it. In case you just joined us, Rafael Vacas gave Charlotte the lead in the first half with a sensational goal. Was 1-0 at halftime. Tormenta FC answering with Callum Chapman-Page scoring once again off a gorgeous pass from Mikey Rowe. A tap in for Chapman-Page. Tied this one at 1. Then it was Neil Vinyals in the 66th minute with a tremendous blast to give Tormenta the lead. The magic number for Tormenta FC is 9 points moving forward. If they get 9 in the next 4 games, no matter what Mississippi does, Tormenta's playing postseason soccer for the first time ever. Pablo Jara snatches that one out of the air. And now Kadu Casadas in the match for Tormenta, wearing number 16. Tracking these Tormenta subs as they enter the game, doing the same, of course, for the Eagles. Kadu Casadas just checked in for Tormenta. Looks like Jad Arslan went to the bench. Certainly going to miss Arslan's speed the rest of the way. Is such a scoring threat. Arslan's had a long week, though. He's played a lot of minutes.
Force him inside, Mikey. Force him inside. Force him inside.
Rosa gives this one a ride. Nobody's home. And a goal kick coming up for Tormenta FC. In the 75th minute, time starting to now become a factor as Aaron Madison, the midfielder, will check in for Curran Page. Charlotte making a substitution. Charlotte Eagles have it now, pretty good spot. Madison. Eagles trying to pull back level here. Not going to be easy here in enemy territory. Mikey Rowe ahead to Alvaro Arce. Arce one-on-one with the goalie. Defense catches up to him, and Arce can't get a shot off. Tormenta not giving up on the play, though, and a goal! Marco Micheletto. It's 3-1 Tormenta. Marco Micheletto staying with it, switching directions, then rifling it right through the Eagles defense. Micheletto scores his 4th goal of the season. One more look, field level. Little switch of direction to the left side, and the blast. 76th minute goal. And that could be the final blow to this Charlotte Eagles team. Still have plenty of time remaining, but now you got to come back from 2 down. And Tormenta, they are fired up right now on their home pitch. Just so many weapons to deal with this Tormenta team. The rest of the PDL is finding that out the hard way. And so difficult to contain these guys for a full 90. You've got Chapman Page, you've got Marco Micheletto, No Vinyals, Jad Arslan. Jordan Walshaw has been hot. Oh, this ball's turned over, and the Eagles going to get one back. Charlotte is not done just yet. How about Lucas Rosa making it happen? And that is a careless giveaway for Tormenta FC. Tony Soler lost it, and Rosa made everybody pay. So hold that celebration party at the moment. Tormenta fans, remember you're still playing the defending champion in the PDL. To be the team, you got to beat the team. I've heard that saying somewhere. Micheletto dialing one up. Oh, just to the left. Crowd on that far side ready to explode. If that one got inside that far post. What great action. Both of these teams laying it all on the line tonight. This is what the PDL is all about. One of the best young players in the nation. Putting it all on the line. These players have put on a show. Just heard an announcement on attendance. Over 2,100 fans have come to Irk Russell Park tonight to watch a pretty nice display of soccer, the beautiful game. Iososu puts it in motion. No Vinyals. With Sosu. Tremendous pass to Alvaro Arce. Trying to lead Sosu. Marco Micheletto. Staying aggressive for Tormenta. little fancy footwork that time from Marco. Marco has got just tons of flair he brings to the pitch. He's going to be a transfer this coming fall, going to play for Akron University, going to be a Zip. It's going to add a ton to their tremendous soccer program. And we're going to have our first yellow of the evening. Not seen any discipline, but Patrick Segrist going to get booked here in the 81st minute. So Segrist in the book. And we play on. Goals for Charlotte by Vacas and Rosa. Tormenta trying to add another. Here's a shot. Oh, just to the right. Pannenberg has faced an arsenal of shots in this second half from Tormenta FC. Tormenta can hang on this next 10 minutes or so. Get 3 more points. Finish the regular season at home perfect. Charlotte Eagles trying to spoil that. Game getting a little physical here late. It's been pretty clean the entire way. You can sense, though, players know what is on the line here. Want to remind you, immediately following this telecast, go over to Facebook Live, the Tormenta Facebook page, and our Powerade Player of the Match postgame show. Brought to you by AMI Marketing Services. We'll bring you our Powerade Player of the Match. Also talk to Coach John Milleracey. And for Tormenta, they hope it is coming after a win. Those Powerade shows much better after Tormenta's come away with 3 points. Pablo Jara lets this one skate out. Jara will take his time as the clock continues to run. Ball sent high and far. Eagles playing it quickly now. Madison couldn't hang on to it. Vinyals, tremendous touch to Micheletto. Mikey Rowe settling things. Tormenta just trying to possess here. Need a clean final 10 minutes. Chapman Page lost the ball. Oh, it gets through. The Eagles attacking. Jara on his heels and kept out. Oh, whoa. What a play by Pablo Jara. And that could have been the best opportunity that Charlotte's going to get the rest of the way. One more look quickly. Jara comes up to deny it. Tremendous save. No damage done. Everybody here on the edge of their seat. Charlotte Eagles are fighting until the end, as you would expect. Playing like champions here tonight in Statesboro. Eagles really working quickly now. Tormenta FC has had some issues in their back line over the past 10 minutes. Letting Eagles have a couple clear-cut one-on-ones. One was scored by Lucas Rosa. The other, a brilliant save by Pablo Jara. Substitution, Santiago Agudelo will enter the game for the Eagles. So Santiago trots out onto the pitch. Now time really precious. Official calls a foul. It'll be Charlotte ball. Tormenta with some tired legs. Coach Milleracey knows that. Trying to keep guys fresh here late. Looks like we're going to get Isidro Martinez coming to the game, as Alvaro Arce will head to the bench. Isidro, very conservative player. Does not make a lot of mistakes, though. Really good at holding the ball in the midfield, something really needed by Tormenta at the moment. This ball blown dead. And it should belong to Tormenta in the corner. Tormenta, one of 3 teams in the entire PDL, still unbeaten. 74 teams in the league. Only 3 have not lost. Tormenta, one of those. About 5 minutes away from being perfect on the season here at home. Charlotte Eagles now attacking from the left side. Eagles. Ball does not enter the 18. Tormenta organized defensively. Tormenta trying to get it out of their zone. Nil Vinyals, so good since entering the game. Cadu Casadas struggling to possess right now. And that's where a guy like Isidro Martinez is going to certainly make a difference here. Well, Connor Antley is done for the night. And for Tormenta, this is Michael Meekum, player that we also met during halftime. Isidro Martinez, fresh off the bench, able to break up that run. And now Tony Soler with Vinyals. Vinyals had it taken away, but a long run took some time off the clock. Ayo Sosu, so sure, so counted on along that back line. Callum Chapman-Page to Mikey Rowe. Time really starting to wear thin for Charlotte. Soler touching. Tony Soler. Cruise control now for Tormenta FC. Just trying to not make any mistakes here the rest of the way. Marco Micheletto, look out. So dangerous. There's the cross, the shot, and the goal! Mikey Rowe strikes again. And the icing on the cake for Tormenta FC. The gorgeous pass from Marco Micheletto, and Mikey Rowe does the rest. Andrew Pannenberg, the Charlotte goalie, did get a piece, but could not deny it. The ball goes past the line, and it's 4-2. Tormenta FC, barring a miracle from the Eagles, will finish the regular season perfect, unbeaten at home. What a night for Tormenta. Tormenta still not satisfied. Only 1 minute of stoppage time. Not much time to work with for Charlotte. Tormenta FC with 3 more regular season games, all on the road. Birmingham, Mississippi, and Tri-Cities. What a send-off. 4 goals in the second half for Tormenta. Just playing outstanding. And that is going to do it. Start the celebration in Statesboro. Tormenta FC has taken down the defending PDL champs, the Charlotte Eagles. Did not come easy. Tormenta trailed 1-0 at the half, but 4 second-half goals get it done for the home team. 4-2 is the final score. Let's take a look at a few highlights. If we get the chance, Tormenta FC, congratulations. Going around to everybody down on the pitch. And what an emotional night it was. Mikey Rowe and company just could not find a way to break Andrew Pannenberg, the Charlotte goalie. And then Charlotte continuing to work, shooting one high there. Tormenta got a big goal there. Callum Chapman-Page, that was the first goal of the night. That pulled things level at 1 apiece. Then after that, Tormenta FC really kicked it into overdrive. Neil Vigneault's, that shot, the shot of the match. Just a tremendous blast. And it gave Tormenta the lead. Tormenta would find a way to make it 3-1 moments later as Marco Micheletto able to get one inside that far post. But then a giveaway as you saw Lucas Rosa keep it interesting. It was 3-2. Not done yet. Tormenta still needed one more for insurance purposes. And boy, did they ever get it. Tormenta with the great play right there by Pablo Jara. That could have tied things up. Instead, Tormenta get this goal by Mikey Rowe. And that does it. Final score, 4-2 from Statesboro. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Be sure now to head over to Facebook and the Powerade Player of the Match show on Facebook Live. Hope you enjoyed Tormenta TV. 4-2 the final score. Tormenta finishes the regular season at home. Perfect. Until next time, I'm Drew Felios saying so long from Statesboro.